Hey, I'm Curtis Stone and welcome to your next GMC Trade Secret. Today we're talking about artichokes. Now I know a lot of people look at them in the market and they think, I love to eat them in restaurants, but I just don't know what to do with it when I get it home. Now when you're buying an artichoke, what you want to look for is a nice tight head. I mean, it's really firm, which means there's a lot of tight little leaves in there, which is great. This one's a little bit more open, so it's not as good. What you do is you get your artichoke and you just basically pull off all of these outer leaves, starting at the bottom. So you break off those leaves until you see a distinction in the colour between the leaf and the inner part just there. Once you see that, and you've got a bit of a ring of that going around, then you know you've taken off enough leaves. The next thing we're going to do is cut right through the top here. And then that's going to open it up and you're going to see the centre. It's usually purple, and once you get into it, see that little hairy bit in the middle? You want to take that out. So get yourself a spoon and just work your little teaspoon in there and see what happens. All of that comes out. Now, the next thing that you want to do is just trim that up just a little bit. Can you see how it's already starting to go brown? That's the oxidization. So to stop the oxidization, we're going to make an acidulated water, which is just a big pot of water here. And you just chop a lemon in half, squeeze your lemon in, and that stops your artichokes from turning brown, which you don't want. All right, next, get yourself a peeler, and I'm just going to peel along the stem here and get rid of that tough skin so it's nice and tender to eat. Take your peeler and then just peel back in the other direction, because these tough outer leaves you don't want to eat. Then get your knife and just run it around the outside. So once you've got it to that point, I'm just going to trim the end off. It's looking good. I'm going to give it one last trim on this way. And then have another look inside here, scrape that out. So once you've given it a good scrape, ready to go, into the acidulated water, do the rest of the artichokes that you're ready to cook with, and then once they're all done, all peeled, ready to cook, you come over here and you get a pot of water, and I've put some aromatics. So I've put some lemon, some bay leaves, a little bit of thyme, garlic if you like, but the lemon's the important thing. Okay, now this is a slurry that I've got, which is just some flour and water mixed together. You pour your slurry straight into your big pot here. The little bit of flour that's in the slurry coats the artichoke, so it's not going to turn brown at all. So take your artichokes, pop it into your blanc, and they'll cook for, depending on the size, about 45 minutes. I'm Curtis Stone, and that's your GMC Trade Secret.